as long, when you have the buy-in from senior leaders and like Eddie and his people, then we're in a good place. It doesn't go much better than Apple, like Zach said, throughout the devices, watches, phones that everybody has. And I believe this is a great success for Formula One to have that deal. And I believe that also for Apple, it's gonna earn, it's gonna yield the result they expect.
On the same line here, really, we think it's realistic. If you speak with them, you will probably leave the room also thinking that it's realistic. The reach is going to be, incredible, and it's exciting for the teams. We have been trying to engage with the US fan base for so many years, and we feel it has picked up so well in the last few years. And then suddenly you discover a completely new land and new potentials with this deal with Apple. So I think certainly our team has many American partners now, and it's very, very important that we continue to grow in this market as a sport, and it's super exciting for the fans.
Okay, thanks. All next, please. Yeah, Ian.
Thank you, Tom. Ian Parks, Racing News 365. Zach, during first practice, you were asked by the Sky guys about repercussions for Lando, and you said basically that it's likely to be something that wouldn't be noticed. If it's that negligible, why not be open and transparent, which are words you have often used in the past with regard to other F1 matters? Because all you've seemingly done with the use of that word, repercussions, is opened a Pandora's box of speculation as to what the effect is going to be on Lando and his champion. And transparent, which are words you have often used in the past with regard to other F1 matters. Because all you've seemingly done with the use of that word, repercussions, is opened a Pandora's box of speculation as to what the effect is going to be on Lando and his championship chances this season.
Yeah, I think it's important, we're racing against 9 other teams. I don't think you want to necessarily show your hand on how you go motor racing. So we try and be as transparent as possible, but there's a reason why engineering debriefs are only with teams. Otherwise, you start inviting other teams in. So I think that's the best we can do. We try and be as transparent as possible in saying that some action has been taken. So I think that's been very transparent. But at the end of the day, we're at a sporting event, and we can't necessarily tell everyone everything. No different than our setup sheets aren't very public.
Thank you. Next.
Thank you. Sahil Kapoor, NBC. A question for Zach. Oscar said yesterday he doesn't want or expect preferential treatment in the Drivers' Championship. If Max becomes a bigger threat in these final races, could
it to a situation, and that's what we did last year in Baku to start helping Lando, and then what ends up happening is Oscar goes and wins the race and Lando helps him. So this is a pretty unpredictable sport, but where we're sitting here right now, we're going to give both drivers equal opportunity to try and win the Drivers' Championship.
Thank you. Next, please.
Leonid Klug, Grande Premio. Question for Zach. The example of 2007 often comes up these days when Lewis and Fernando famously lost. Is this 2007 mentioned in your internal discussions? And what lesson can you take from your own, McLaren?
Now we're going to give both drivers equal opportunity to try and win the Drivers' Championship.
Thank you. Next, please.
Leonid Klug, Grande Premio. Question for Zach. The example of 2007 often comes up these days when Lewis and Fernando famously lost. Is this 2007 mentioned in your internal discussions? And what lesson can you take from your own, McLaren's own experience? Thank you.
Yeah, look, that's the risk, right? If you have two drivers like in 2007, where they, I think, equaled in points, and Kimi barely beat them, but that's how McLaren want to go racing. We want to have two drivers that are capable of winning the championship. On the flip side, when you get into 1 and 2, that compromises your Constructors' Championship. So it's a difficult sport. We're racers. We want to go racing. We want...
What are the consequences going forward, and why Or, what's the kind of aim? Do you want to reverse the 6 points? Is it something else? What's the kind of aim of the consequences?
Yeah, we just want the drivers to race hard and not touch each other, and kind of as simple as that.